Good day, everyone. My name is Chantal Stanley, and I'm here today to introduce my product to you. The name of my product is the Caribbean Word Search. But what is the Caribbean Word Search? Caribbean Word Search is a book which comprises of 42 puzzles which highlights the uniqueness of the Caribbean, whether it is through the food, the music, the talents, the places, or the peoples. The Caribbean Word Search was created as a way of keeping persons occupied while promoting friendly competition among family members and friends. The aim was to create a space whereby persons, even though we're playing a word set and we will challenge each other, we also remembering that the content, whether it is the reggae artists, the reggae songs, soca artists, or soca songs, are things that we grew up listening to or person that we would have loved. But as we grow older, we would have somewhat forgotten those persons or forgotten some of those songs. And while playing this, you remember those songs and you can probably sing along, or you can be like, I used to love this song. So it acts as a remembrance, a sense of nostalgia, while promoting a friendly competition, highlighting the uniqueness of the Caribbean, still identifying that there are differences and similarities, and also promoting persons, encouraging persons to look further and do research, remember these stuff. For market analysis or the current market analysis, market size and growth. More in Guyana, most of the persons who buy and sell for research are stationery stores, bookstores, and a few supermarkets. Austin bookstores and Metro are two of the places that person can go and get research from. Because of technology, there has been a significant growth as it relates to the research market. For the competitive analysis, Dr. Seuss researches are one of the biggest competitor as it relates to the market because of the fact that they would have had years of experience as it relates to this market. For the economic trend, because of technology, persons are able to access research online with different content and concept. So there's the access to more researches. The SWOT analysis for Caribbean research goes as follows. For strength, this is the first Caribbean research. The information provided will help persons gain further knowledge about the Caribbean. For weakness, there is competition from companies and persons with years of experience and expertise, as well as the product is new to the market, so persons will be hesitant or might be hesitant to purchase it. For opportunities, the content in the word search is mostly related to the Caribbean, and because of the fact that persons are familiar with these stuff, they might be more interested in purchasing it. And for stress, there are competitions from apps that can be easily accessed online or via phone, as well as because we live in a technological society, persons might be more interested in the app than in getting the print version. Caribbean Research has a number of objectives which are placed into three categories. These categories are sales, communication, and public relations. For the sales objectives, the intention is to sell at least 50 word search within the first month of its launch, as well as increase sale by 30% by the end of the year. The communication objectives are to create a 45% awareness of this product within the target market, as well as promote this product through social media, as well as holding future events. The public relations objectives deal with launching the product by May 2020, building a relationship with journalists for current and future promotion, as well as to provide samples at the launch of the event so that target market can know what they are purchasing. Target market profile for the Caribbean World Search is as follows. For demographic, persons between the ages of 15 to 75, although job specification is not necessary, the persons must have a source of income and earn over $10,000 weekly, a secondary and tertiary education. For physiographic, persons must have patience and time to spare because research takes time, and they must be active learners who have an interest in learning about the Caribbean. Geographics. Persons from across Guyana, especially those that live in urban areas where there are supermarkets, bookstores, and stationery, are highly recognized. The secondary target group are males and females 15 years and older, families and friends, and persons who are more inclined to print word searches. The consumer behavior include having a strong interest in word puzzles, enjoy friendly competitions, loves the Caribbean, and flexible with time. Strategy and statement. The positioning strategy that was used for Caribbean word search is product differentiation. Product differentiation was used because the Caribbean word search highlights topics that are related to the Caribbean. The main content pertains to the Caribbean, whether it highlights reggae artists, soca artists, or calypso. It also highlights the music the Caribbean has to offer. Unlike word searches, this word search is the first that is known to have as much content as it has about the Caribbean. The positioning statement for this word search is to highlight the uniqueness of the Caribbean. The Caribbean Word Search intends to promote its music, foods, culture, talents, and others while trying to promote friendly competitions and create a feel of nostalgia. Communication strategy for the Caribbean Word Search falls under four categories. These are advertising, public relations, sales promotion, and digital communications. For advertising, the product will be advertised on TV, in the newspaper, and on radio. This will be done 3 times a week to capture the audience. These days are on Mondays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Social media will be used occasionally to help promote the word search as well as announce future events. For public relations, the team would like to form a relationship with journalists so that they can help when it comes to promotions, whether it is for current or future products. For sale promotion, we want to while we're launching the product, we want to give persons samples and also give them the opportunity to win prizes. And for digital communication, we will create a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel so that person can be regularly updated about any future books or any future information as it relates to the Caribbean word search. Medias For the media strategy that will be used to transmit the message of the product are newspaper, radio, television, and social media, which includes Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, the newspaper, radio, and television were chosen because these are the most used medias in Guyana. Whereas the social media platforms that were identified were chosen because of the fact that the world has become technological. So there's need for promoting, and because of the fact that a lot of information is online, persons will be more inclined to view content online. Now, the type of scheduling that was identified was built up. But why built up? Build up was chosen because of the fact that the Caribbean Workshop is recognized as a fairly new product because of its content. So therefore, instead of choosing a scheduling whereby all of the information is put out there, I want to build it up slowly. I want to test the product, see how it does, and depends on depends on the evaluation of it. I will then be able to decide whether or not I should include a different type of scheduling. So after doing a budget, the total cost for the entire IMC budget, it came up to 204,900. It includes as doing a pre-production process, a launch, as well as miscellaneous, also including what the evaluation process looks like. At the side of the table in the column, there are notes so you person could better understand what exactly you wish what and what some of the money was spent on. For the evaluation, three tools will be used to check the promotional activities. These tools are observations, questionnaires, and interviews via phone. At the launch, we will be collecting the contact information for a few persons so that we can contact them in the future with their permission. These are where the questionnaires will be sent by email, or if in case we can't get onto them, interviews via phone will be done. Now for the observation, we will observe the sale of the product to be able to evaluate it. So, in conclusion, the Caribbean War Search is a book that comprises of 42 puzzles, target persons within the ages of 15 to 75. The cost for the cost for to get this undergoing to get the product undergoing is $204,900. While after that has been launched, the product has been launched. The evaluation process will be done, which includes interview questionnaires, observations. To Three media will be used for promoting this product, and that brings us to the end of this presentation. Any questions?